It was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the Levi's Stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was deafening. They're set for football as the 49ers get ready to do battle with Aaron Rodgers and the Green Bay Packers. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Quan Alexander. And the return will stop right around the 25. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8 ball on the road to get things going.
But he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gold able to tack on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go.
218, jump. Hey, 626. Hey, Delta.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got his man, Valdez-Scantling. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards. Into the red zone, it's Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, remember, Tevin Coleman was in the two-headed backfield in Atlanta during his 4 years there, along with Devontae Freeman. Now he joins a crowded backfield in San Francisco. But in Atlanta, he played under offensive coordinator Kyle Shanahan, and then, of course, Shanahan becomes a 49er head coach, and he made it a point to go out and snag his former running back because he really likes his 26-year-old ball carrier.
Here we go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. Ready?
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Garoppolo. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Williams. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
13.
From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down, and he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Switch. Two.
They'll run with a fullback, Juszczyk. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded at the 2. Then he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left sideline. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Check 43.
They'll run on first down. Coleman. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gould able to tack on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Torrey Smith, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Check. Recon, 132 fighter. Check 31.
To throw again. Rodgers. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And my goodness, another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating there.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Zadarius Smith drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And it'll be Packer football here, 1st down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points, but you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback, but you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
A throw over the middle, taken in. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 43 yards. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Jones. And the nimble footwork gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll make it 2nd down. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
Hey, Alpha. Hey, that QB's trash. Let's go.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And the 49ers are going to get the football back.
Watch the run. Watch the run. White.
On 1st down, Garoppolo trying to lay one up deep. And got his man complete. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
Here we go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Here we go.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, lock.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
Here we go, here we go. 20!
Garoppolo on first down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, he'll force the incompletion.
Yeah, had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
He gets this to Devontae Adams. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Garoppolo now, first down throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a third and 2 more.
Here we go. All day, just like that. Just like that. Check, man.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this ball's going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the foot.
It's a foot race. The 30. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Aaron Jones. An even 90 yards. And the Packers make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession. That was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. This one complete to Coleman. Not able to get a single yard there, and it'll bring up third down. They couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Now Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith comes in for the sack.
Like how they've started the third quarter here. They force a punt on the first drive, and after this sack, it looks like they'll be forcing another one as well.
Absolutely. Maybe got their second win coming out of the locker room. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. An excellent return that time. 26 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description, because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball, but how about them just taking it big.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Eric Armstead, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. On play action, Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end play. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. First target, first catch, and a first down. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Rodgers now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got a 1st and 10. Rodgers to throw once more. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. This complete to Jones. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Rodgers again now. Flush to his right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. But it'll be 2nd and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line. So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. They'll run it with Williams. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This fielded at the 2. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their...
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Darnell Savage, the rookie from Maryland. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Nick Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. Tackle made by Everson Griffin.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. The Niners on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. To throw is Garoppolo. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. K'Wan Williams, the one that got him down. Aaron Rodgers, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks last year. That's the most he's had in one season in his entire career. And he's going to need another one right now. And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. On first down, it's Jones. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Rodgers gives this to Jamal Williams, and he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And some room to maneuver. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Jamal Williams with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Garoppolo looks to throw. On the screen, this is Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short game.
Lucky. One, Omaha.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And we have reached the 2-minute warning. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Undercut. Check 4.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Watch the twist.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. On second down, Williams. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get into all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. And there'll be some happy cheeseheads tonight as